Hope you enjoy. Okay, recording in progress. Thank you so much for being here. And again, we are come back to our weekly meeting session. Here, Andi Muhammad Alif. Just please call me Andi Alif. Uh, so far, I'm currently an officer of government institution. It is based in Jakarta. And it is OJK, if you know. It's actually a financial services institution supervisors. So actually, if you do know some of financial service institutions such as banking or stock market or insurance institutions or etc., those are the scope of OJK supervisions. And then here with the sense of with the atmosphere of approaching to the 17th August with the spirit of independence. I'd like to bring up the theme here. Let me present to you. Mr. Shanshan, is it shown? Okay, thank you. The legal and logic, securing the journey for financial freedom. For a couple hours ahead, we are going to talk more about finance, assets, and likely um, some about how to manage your finance, and also I will give you some little tips, but I hope that it will hands-on for you. And without further ado, let's jump to our first question of tonight. Okay, everybody. This is our first questions. What is financial freedom? Have you ever heard about this phrase before? This uh definition? Do you know? Please give me your uh viewpoints. Okay, Miss or Mr. Ennis.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Andy. Based on based on the information I get, as I know, financial freedom means that we have no worry about the future needs because we have abundant or we have some amount of money that we assume we calculate it is enough um for maybe we can say that if if I might live till 80, now my money is enough till I am 80, something like that. Or maybe financial freedom is not only I am having enough money for that, for retired life, but also we have no worry about what will tomorrow be, what will I have for tomorrow. Like living in the, for example, my parents living in the village, even they don't have much money, but they don't have any worried about money, about financial, because they have land, they produce food by themselves, and also they have they don't have too many expenses in their life, so they have enough for them. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ennis. So Miss Ennis just told us and bring us the foundations of financial freedom definition, and she told that the keyword is uh, the abundance and uh, uh, all of our needs are meets with the abundance material that we have. And how about the others? Do you have guys have any other thoughts on what is financial freedom besides Miss Ennis? Okay, anyone have a thought on what is financial freedom? Okay, Mr. Sunshine, time's yours.
Right. Okay. Um, uh, I'm like it's recently, like 2 years ago, oh, like 1 years and a half. I start following Prita Gozi as a financial expert, financial advisors, and yeah,
What's the name again?
they call me Prita Gozi.
Apitagozi.
Yes. Okay, it's kind of influencers that are so well known in providing personal and customized financial settings, financial managements, yeah, to prevent unexpected or uncontrollable loss. Yeah. Okay, so as a matter of fact, there are three layers of the financial stuff. Okay, but what I remember currently is only two. The first would be health, financial, and the second one would be that should be the last one. Probably the financial freedom would be the last one. Yeah, but the first one is healthy financial means that we have no any debt, even though we have some debts that we can still control and know how to exactly fulfill or pay it back. Okay, but the next one, when it comes to financial freedom, means that is there should be something in the middle, right? I mean, like we do not need to necessarily think about. We can like how to say the middle is like not only we are healthy in terms of financial, we do not need to worry about how to survive a day. Okay, and we basically have savings. Okay, and the last one, the financial freedom, is like when we do not worry about the future. Means that it's totally up to us to spend money because everything has been like that well drawn. That means that we did a very predictive calculations into the future. We know exactly how to not only fulfill our current needs but also future needs. I think that's some levels in financial freedoms that I have. That's my.
Yeah. Well, okay, that some additionals by Mr. Sunshines. Thank you, Mr. Sunshines, for bringing us a few points, additional few points about there are actually stagings before reaching financial freedoms. What was the name again? Aplitagosi. Where can you find this influencer, Mr. Sunshine?
It's in the Instagram. It's like this one.
Oh, it's Instagram.
Yeah. Not Prius. I don't know. It's
Do you share the name and
Trita.
Prieta Gazi.
Mhm.
So guys, if you also wanted to know more about financial freedom and how to manage your income, you can also check out Mr. Sunshine's uh, one of his what's the name? What's the name? Our
Financial influencer, financial
financial
advisor.
influencer.
Mhm.
Yeah. She has a certification in financial planner.
Indeed. Okay. See, just graduated. It's like she's how to say? It's like classmates of my lecturer. Okay, in
Oh,
her study in Triple IU Depok. She actually graduated from UE as well, but she of course have a certificate, yeah, to be like financial advisors. Yeah.
okay. Uh, okay, guys. So, if you are interested to know more about financial freedoms, do not hesitate to follow some financial advisors, financial planner that plenty out there in Instagram that may can help you and boost up your knowledge about what is financial freedom. And let's we continue to our uh next slide. So yeah, financial freedom was quite match with our previous friends that told us financial freedom means a state of having enough money, like Miss Anne said, to cover our living expenses and enjoy life. As what Mr. Sunshine emphasized, that there is no worry about our finances. And actually, Mr. Sunshine also has add to us that before reaching financial freedom, actually we have to going through some stages before we reach financial freedom. But I have a challenging question for you all, and I want to spend quite time more a bit in this question. Uh, as some people before has told us that uh, the 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 importance of being financially free is the availability of material and also money that will fulfill our needs. Then I want to challenge of you here, all of you here, with the question: does money mean everything for you? Please show up and give your very opinion to this challenging question. Is money everything? Okay, Mr. Mrs. Ennis. Miss Ennis again, please. Time is yours.
Well, many people say that money is not everything. Money doesn't mean everything, but everything needs money. Every people say that thing. But for me myself, it is not about the money, but about what we need. If what we need can get with that money, so money is not everything. For example, I need food. I can get food from the yard I have, so I don't need money. I need someone to help me. I have friend, so and I cannot buy friend with money, so I don't need money. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous because maybe my opinion is sometimes totally different from the fact because some realities is not as beautiful as the quote, right? Well, um it depends on what I need actually. It's not about the money, but uh is my need, how to say, terpenuhi?
Fulfilled?
Fulfilled, yeah. If what I need fulfilled with that money, so I don't need money. But if I cannot get it with that money, so money is something. For example, approaching studies. If I'm not smart enough and I do not get scholarship, so I need money to get it. So money is something. I need to buy some skincare and I cannot get it from my friends or my parents. Maybe if I get it from them, they need money to buy it too, right? So money is something, but money is not everything. It depends on what I need. It is not always from money. Thank you.
Additional question.
Mhm.
So, since you said that, Miss Ennis, um, everything, uh, everything needs money. Is there anything that in your life needs no money? Like, is there anything that you can buy with money?
Oh, what I can or I can't.
Like, is there anything that you can't buy with money?
I can't buy with money.
Yes, or everything you can buy with money.
What? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay,
Actually,
yeah.
wait. Oh, can you say this? It is can or cannot. Can you repeat the
Cannot,
question?
cannot, cannot, something, is there uh, is there any something in your life that cannot be measured by money, cannot be cannot be sell, cannot be bought by money.
It will be philosophy. I don't like this kind of thing. Like, oh, wait, you cannot buy family, you cannot buy friends, you cannot buy happiness, you cannot buy value, something like that. You cannot buy that with money. But actually, you can. You can buy value with money. Actually, you can level up your class with money by if you are not good at appearing, you can buy class actually. Many people say that you can buy house, you can buy car, but you cannot buy class. You can actually if you have money. If you don't have the good style, just use the you can even buy husband and boyfriend with money too.
You can buy
You,
husband
you can
and
buy you can
boyfriend.
you can
Okay.
buy them. Even in Indonesia, there is a culture where the woman should buy men, right? To marry. It is called panai or something. No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no, no. But
Yeah.
but
That's
but
all
like
okay.
this, you can buy boyfriend or husband with money. Depend on how much money do you have. If you're looking for a man who is looking for an intelligent woman, you have money to to pay for the education, right?
Yes.
You can go to a good university, you can pay for a course, additional course. If you are looking for a man who is looking for a woman with a good appearance, you have money to buy good clothes, you have money to pay um aduh, I forget the name. Fashion stylist. Fashion.
Okay. Clothing.
No, 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 no. My friend's job is for that. Jadi to give suggestion for an organization or to a group of people how to wear clothes
All right.
well,
It's
how to
like fashion
Yeah.
consultant.
yeah, fashion consultant. So you
Fashion
have money
consultant.
to
Oh, it's
to
new thing.
high level your class actually. You can do this. But the thing that you cannot change is the true you. But
Yeah.
true us is always changing too, because we are not a robot who is programmed to be like this. Even robot, there is updating and updating, right? Women
Yeah.
too, we are dynamic, dynamic,
Dynamic. Yeah. I
dynamic.
agree.
We are dynamic and we are frequently changing.
To be a
That's so
better person, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We can use money for that. We
Yeah.
can buy girlfriend or boyfriend or wife with money. It is not how much is your value? I will pay you. It's not that way. Just use another way. Not for a
Okay.
specific person. Like, for example, it is an example. I like Haras. Haras, I have 1 million rupiah. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Maybe not that way. Maybe not
Harris is
that way.
Harris is not your age.
Maybe maybe you can do this way. You can be
I'm too
Hara's
young.
friend. Maybe you can be Hara's friend and oh wow, Hara's really like Hollywood. Maybe Hara's type of girl
Higher
is
the price, Harris.
maybe
Oh, okay, all right,
maybe
all right. I got the
maybe
point.
maybe Hara's type is like Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner. So you have the idea. Oh, Hara's like someone with a good popularity. Oh, Hara's
Oh,
like someone
yes,
with a good
Harris.
style, fashion style. So you can use your money for completing that needs something like that. Thank
All
you.
right, all right. Thank you so much, Miss Ennis, and I really got your point. It's all about that. Actually, money is you can use money as the main source of meeting your needs and growing yourself to be a better person. And yeah, that's a very great point from Miss Ennis. And let's jump to actually Miss Echi has also raised hand, so please time is your Miss Echi.
Hi, Mr. Alif. Thank you for giving me the time. So, honestly, I still don't know whether money means everything or not. Sometimes I think Yes, it does, but sometimes I think it doesn't. Because sometimes I am happy without money, just living in my own world with my parents. Even my parents also need money to make me happy. And sometimes also I think I saw my friend that have a good job and then they got enough money or something like that, and then they looks happy with that. So sometimes I think that yeah, it's mean money means everything, right? It's mean money also can buy happiness. If we can buy something and then that thing make us happy. So yeah, I think money means everything in that side. But until now, I'm still confused about this. Whether it is does or it doesn't, because of the I joined this discussion tonight. Okay, thank you, Mr. Alif.
Okay, thank you, Miss Echi. I hope that your doubtness can be addressed through our tonight's discussions. But yeah, as you said before, that according to your opinion, that money is actually can buy happiness. It's in line with what Miss Annie said before. Or is there anything? Is there anyone of you have a different perspective? Or all of you just agree upon Miss Anis and Miss Echi have just said before. Haras, you have mentioned before. Reply Miss Annie proposal.
Hmm.
Okay, Haras, do you have a thought on is money everything for you? Like when your father give you pocket money,
Hmm.
is it really means everything for you? Do you save it or do you how is it?
Well, for me, I think is we need money for living because if you don't have money, you could be a, I'm sorry, but you could be a homeless. Um, yeah, yeah, eh, yeah, exactly what Mr. Sunshine just said. Y- You have money, you don't need to go to school at all. Yeah, but if you don't go to school, you wouldn't have you wouldn't have something for the future. Yeah, so that's why you need money for things like clothes, food, uh, maybe like a place to live in, and education. And I think, yeah, I think money is important, but sometimes money is not everything. Because
Like for example, maybe like it you said that money is everything. That then how if in the school uh you get a friend that actually he forget to bring his or her pocket money, uh would you mind to share some of your money to them? Because since you said that money is everything, do you mind?
I do mind, but if it doesn't bother my my pocket money, for example, that I bring 20,000, maybe I would give 5,000 or 10,000 to my friend because I think because a lot of us in school we usually bought food to eat. So for example, like nasi padang and stuff. So yeah,
Oh,
because who who doesn't want to see their friend uh looking at you or looking at somebody else going like, it's you kind of feel bad for them, right? So
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. What a very kind of you. And I think I suppose that you are the a very uh that green guy that may meet Miss Annie's qualification. Yeah, you're very kind, Miss Carlos. Okay, thank you for your thoughts to the questions.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
money. So
Mr. Andy, your mic is off.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So you're very kind. As you said that money is everything, but it's still very possible to be shared for charity, especially as you said for your friend, as you mentioned. Okay, guys. So all of you, I think, agree upon that money is not everything, and uh, but some of you may still doubt. But let's we find out. Yeah,
Yeah.
money. Okay, Miss Lish, do you want to bring a thought?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to raise my hand, so that's why.
Okay, no problem. Please, give us some of your few points.
Okay, so the question is how money does money mean everything for you? I think for me, yeah, it's very important, and I could say that this is like still everything for me. But it's depend on who is the owner of the money or the user of the money. If you are rich people, so you could say that money is not really important because you have it. So the time is more important for the rich or wealthy people, and also depend on your age as well. So if you still kids, so money is not really important for you. So you need love more from your parents. So if you still kid, then the parents will offer you like which one do you prefer, like a gathering with your parents or just get the money from the parents. So they will choose to be gather with the parents, right? And when you're getting older, I think your healthy is the most crucial one. So it's depend on the user. So you can say that money is not really important if you're wealthy because you have it. But if you still like struggling in your financial, so I think money is everything. I think that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lish. What a meaningful remark, and actually, it's very touchful because, yeah, as you said before, the factor that really influence people view on money actually is their needs. It is the moderating factor that's really affect someone's uh how they will spend their money, because uh it depends on what is their very basic needs. If they need uh money, they're struggling for financial, they will see money as very important. But if they need love and they very abundant, sometimes money doesn't play a crucial role in someone's life. So well, yeah, what impressive thoughts from Miss Lish. While let's we jump uh to the next. And yeah, I think all of the previous speakers thought can be summed up like, yeah, money is something, but money is just a complementary for another meaningful aspects of our life that we have, like love, education. So money actually interconnected with the aspects of our life. And the key of some of the speaker has already mentioned is the balance. Then the next question is how to be financially free. As you mentioned that money is not everything, and also there's a state that actually we shall be financially free. But then the question, how to be financially free? Uh, So I want to floor this question to you all. Is there any speaker who want to come up with their thoughts? Please raise your hand. How to be financially free? We will talk like what are the methods? Like, do you have any personal approach to reach your financially free? Maybe if
Can I can I
okay,
give my opinion?
maybe first one I will give the first chance to Miss Anis. Sorry, Miss Liz.
It's okay, Miss
Miss
Liz.
Anis.
Go on.
Oh, Miss Liz first then. Yeah.
Okay,
No, no,
okay,
no, it's
you can
okay.
go first.
I need more time to think.
Uh,
Okay, still a bit of okay. Miss Liz, time is yours.
okay. I'm not quite sure about this word because this is like my first time to heard this phrase, but I know about financial freedom. So is that the same?
Miss Liz.
Hello?
Yes, you're still connected. You're audible.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not quite sure about this phrase because this is my first time to hear this. But I know about financial freedom. So is this the same? I think the same. Yeah.
Yes, it's just the same.
It's, okay. So, financial freedom, it means that we have the system who can run. We running the business, and the business already, can give us money without we need to attend it and need to do like to give our, how to say, yeah, our attention to it. So we have financial freedom. Is like we don't really need to, how to say, to worry about the business. So we're not working already. So we have financial freedom. So this is like perhaps you can do like to put investment, uh, or perhaps you, how to say, yeah, I think the way to get the financial freedom is to build or set up your business. I think that's
Okay.
it. This is the simple way how to create your financial freedom. So you need to hire some perhaps at the beginning you start the business by get involved to that business, but after it's running well, so you need to make the system and hire someone, and then they will work for you and you be the boss, or it means that you have financial freedom. I think that's my opinion. Very simple. Yeah.
Small elaboration question, Miss Liz, for you. As you said earlier before, um, that financially free is by owning a business that running well. But as we know that sometimes the business is going through all the time uh, up and downs, right? It's not always run smoothly. Then how could we uh, calm ourselves and not be worried for the business future as one of the indicators to be financially free, that we have no worry anymore. We no longer worry to our source of material.
Mhm.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
Sorry, so what was the question? Sorry.
Yeah,
Your
like you
point.
said before
Mm-mm.
that
Mm-mm.
we need to have business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah,
a reach,
yeah.
yeah.
But sometimes the business
Mm-mm.
do not. Sometimes the business do not running well. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the business up. Sometimes the business down. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the business having loss and not always
Mm-hmm.
providing profit.
The profit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then how could we feeling safe without having worry to the business future?
Okay, for the business future, of course, if you get like a big profit, so you need to save it. You need to save it by invest it in, yeah, some of investment. I don't know. Perhaps you can buy you can build. How could I say such a? rumah kos-kosan itu, I don't know how to say that. Is that, I forgot what's the name. Rental house, I don't know. So you
Yes.
can whenever you get the big profit, so don't you need to be aware and you need to prepare what will happen, because what will the bad risks that might happen in the future, because we never show that business always running well, because there's a risk as well. So you need to prepare yourself. And actually, when you getting a problem, I mean, when your business didn't give you any profit sometimes, or you become lost, it's not completely that you fail, because you will get the lesson and you can learn from that lesson and make it better. I mean, or try uh, to how to say, to learn from it, and you will know the solution, so you will get the lesson. So there is no what could I say, yeah, this is like a challenge for you. So the first you need to how to say, yeah, perhaps you can take a insurance, perhaps, for protect your family, for from protect your asset as well. And the second one, if you earn money more, I mean, you get a big profit, so you can save it. You can save it and invest it. So you will, how to say, you will not really risky to be bankrupt. Is that right? Bankrupt, atau I don't know how to say that. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Mister. Yeah, that's it, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Thank you, Miss Lish, for your personal way
Oh,
to
shit.
be financially free. Is there anyone who wants to share their um personal thoughts on how to be financially free? Do you have any plan? Do you have any strategy? Yeah, Miss Ennis, please.
Okay, Mister. Well, actually, I'm not really sure. Financially free in this question, what does it mean? If financially free in this question means you have enough money, you've planned for your needs, for your babies, for your children's education, for your life till you die. Maybe businessman, or you can find the answer on YouTube, how to be financially free. If your need is some amount of money, you need to get more job, you need to get more how to say, pendapatan.
Income?
Yeah, you need to get more income, or create something that could give you income without doing something like that. But if
Passive
financially
income.
free, if financially free in this question means you have no worry about financial in your life, you can be free today, actually, because my dad said that just feel enough with what you have, and you will feel enough every day. It's like, it will sounds like cliche or bullshit for some people, but this is the way he runs his life. I am enough today, so I have no worry about tomorrow. But
Okay.
to live in this kind of era, you need the, yeah, the expensive of the education, the expensive of raising baby, raising kids, to have family, to buy house, to buy car. If your enough is depend on many people's standard, yeah, you cannot be free today, maybe. But if your enough is on yourself, you have your own enough, you can be financially free today. Thank you. Yeah,
Oh,
people can be very depends on their thing.
okay. All right. What a insightful uh what an insightful statement from Miss Ennis. I really like the point she pointed out that we have to also control our living standards, our view towards the social lifestyle. So there will be uh, a balance between our needs and our and also our resource, available resource that we possess. There is also two speakers that want to point out their thoughts. The first one, I want to give the chance to Miss Hanum. Miss Hanum, please raise your voice.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Andy. I will give you my opinion about how to be financially free. Maybe I having a few steps to how to be financially free. The first thing that I think we must avoid is less, more credit. As we know, like the more technology develops and the more temptation we have for that. Like as we know too, um, many platforms provide pay later features like Shopee Pay Later, and then many platform like provide pay later, and uh, I think we must avoid it. And then the second is maybe to get the right insurance to protect ourselves and our family from financial risks such as health, life, and property insurance plan for emergencies by having a sufficient emergency saving. And of course, and learn the basics of personal finance, investment, and risk management. Maybe like reading books or take a courses or attend seminars of finance and investment. And the three is, I think it's a more popular, especially in generation Gen Z. Maybe we know about the freelance. I think freelance is so help us to getting more financial free. It's like passive income, like you can be freelance videographer, graphic designer. Maybe like me, as a freelance graphic designer, and it so help me to having beside jobs like that. Okay, maybe this is my opinion. Thank you so much, Mr. Andy.
Also one of insightful thought from Miss Hanum that emphasize that we need to have a freelance also. And another point, she said that we need to prevent our family to being consumptive and prepare our emergency saving of our family. Uh, Educating ourselves is also not less important in this matter. And there are many platforms nowadays that promoting consumptive lifestyle that we have to be aware enough so that we will not go wrong and staying away from our financial planning, right, Miss Anum? Okay, I want to give one more chance to our speaker, Miss Echi. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alif. So actually, I agree with Miss Hanum that if our position right now is staff or an employee in a company, I think we don't have higher salary if we just average employee, yeah, I think. So I agree with Miss Hanum that maybe we need to side job and even build a business. Even you said before that business like a roller coaster that up and down, something like that. But maybe if we in the up position, we need to saving our money to our future when even and when we meet the down position, we have the saving money of it or something like that. And also I agree also with Miss Hanum that we need to educate ourselves like me right now. So because of that I joined this um conversation because long life learners, right? We need to study more about how to make financial free. And also maybe like Mr. Sunshine said before that yeah, we can follow our influencer or something like we believe that her or his insight can help us to make financially free. I think like that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Echi, for your emphasizement to how to be financially free. Next, there's also one more. Miss Henny wants to give her opinion to how to be financially free. Please let me hear your voice, Miss Henny.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Andy, for giving me time to express my opinion about your question and how to be financially free. Seriously, I'm still struggling, yeah, to reach to be financially free in my life, yeah, now. But for me, this question is a bit difficult to answer, but um, to be financially free means that we can achieve, yeah, our financially freedom, yeah, that generally involves a combination of earning, saving, investing, and managing our money wisely. And for me, there are some steps to help us to reach how to be financially free. The first one that we have to do is we can set clear goals. Yeah, set clear goals means that we can define what financial freedom means to you. Yeah, this could be retiring early, or traveling expensively, or simply having enough to cover your expenses without worrying. And also, we can create a budget. Yeah, you can track your income, expenses to understand where your money goes. Yeah, and also we can build our emergency fund. Yeah, if you if you have already get your salary, yeah, you can save 3 to 6 months worth of expenses to cover unexpected events without going into debt. Yeah, and also you can reduce and manage debt. Try to avoid debt, yeah, or some credits, because if it is not appropriate with your salary, um, you can kill yourself, yeah. And you can save and invest, yeah. You can allocate a percent of your income to saving and investment, you can buy some, what is that, precious metal or gold, or you can buy some lands. And yeah, you can save and invest and increase your income, yeah. If you think that your salary is not enough for you, you can look for another opportunities, yeah, to advance your career. Like you can be a freelance teacher, yeah, or take a part-time job, yeah, to earn money, yeah. And the next one is live below your means that avoid your lifestyle inflation and continue to live, yeah, frugal living, yeah. If you think that you love spending your money without nothing, without something is not really important for you, try to be a frugal living. And if it is hard for you, that's okay. And the last one, I guess, that we can plan our retirement, and we can make regular contribution to our retirement accounts and take advantage, yeah, of our money. Thank you.
Oh, a
Okay.
little bit collaboration, Miss Henny. Yeah, one of interesting points that you stated before is about financial planning, and it's already appeared on our screen. That
Mhm.
is how to be financial free. And actually, I want to ask you, do you have any personal that that you may share to us about when do you want to retire? I mean, do you have particular financial strategy planning that actually you have already employing
Mhm.
nowadays and to the future?
Okay.
Please let us know.
Okay, as long as I have enough money to support my life, yeah, in my for my future life, or if I mean that every single person, if they have already been, 60 or 50 years old, means that it's the time for them to have retired from their job. But for now, yeah, as long as you can work, why not? Yeah, don't stop working. Means that you have means that you can save your money for your what is that for your old life in the future. Yeah, just invest. Yeah, just invest. For me, based on my experience, yeah, if I just demand, yeah, or I just add on for my salary, I guess it is not enough for me to support, yeah, for my parents, because I'm still single, but I also support my family. For my younger sister or my parents, sometimes I give a part of my salary, or I share my salary to them. Yeah, and I guess that it's not enough. For my salary is just, if I just um what is that demand on my salary. So that's why I sometimes what is that have a freelance, like freelance or everything to earn for the money. Yeah? But as long as I think that it's enough for me to stop, now I have to stop working because I have enough money. Yeah, I have to stop if I guess that it's enough, or it's the time for me to stop in my career, because I have my money to save, and I have what is that emergency fund for my life. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Henny. And I really get your point that we have to know when is our time to retire, when we say it's enough for us to getting more in this life, for all the materials we have, and just focus to for another part of the life. Yeah. And then I still want to floor this question, get more a little bit in depth to about financial planning. Do you have any thought, guys? Any one of you want to share more about, maybe you have particular financial planning by your own self, you have your specific method that you want to share, like do you have uh time when do you want to retire? Yeah, please let us know. Anyone? So far I have not yet hear the voice of Saifullah Putra. Saifullah, Mr. Saifullah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So the question is, we already talk about financial freedom, and also some of the speaker also share their thought how to be financially free. And particularly now, we are talking about financial planning. Do you have a specific strategy, and also do you have any or time frame of your financial planning?
Uh, okay, before that, thank you for the time, Mr. Moderator. And I'm sorry, actually, I'm late to join this discussion. I was joining in the middle of the discussion, so it's okay. Because this topic, today's topic is captivating. Because we need to, we need to manage our financial. So maybe we can make a plan or make a strategy to live long as we have the money. Okay, for me, I didn't didn't have any strategy precisely because for my principle, uh, as long as I can, pay my living costs, and the rest of my money I share to my saving. So I don't take any strategy or any method to manage my money. But nowadays there are many methods. Maybe all of you can all of you have have heard about the 40, 32, 20, and maybe 50, 30, and 20. Those methods is dividing the money based on the needs. Maybe we can take an example: 40, 30, 20. So 40 is for the living cost. It means it's for the maybe you rent a apartment or you rent a house, and it's for your food, your drinks, your laundry, your mobile data, and it's a mandatory of living cost. So it's all of those is for 40, and 30 is for the the secondary thing. Maybe you want to buy something, maybe it's a new smartphone, jewelry, or maybe you want to buy new clothes to catch up the new fashion. That's enter to the 30 portion. And the last maybe is for the savings. Maybe you can save the money for your future or for your emergency situation. So maybe that's the best methods to use if you want to manage your financial. Maybe that's enough.
Okay, a little bit elaboration, Miss Saifullah, according
Yeah.
to what you stated before is also quite interesting, sir. And here on the screen you can see there are some aspects of our life like education, hobby, and also some of wish lists like traveling around, F&B, housing. According to your theory, 40, 30, 20, uh, how do you divide these aspects? I mean, do you have any important and less important between these aspects, and how do you put ideal portion like as you have consumption, basic consumption for 40%, what are the what are the components?
Okay. For me, maybe the most important based on the needs uh, appears on the screen. Maybe number one is vehicles. So maybe it's not just vehicles; it's about the transportation. Maybe you don't have any vehicles in your home. Maybe we can use public transport or Gojek or Grab. That's the most number one. The number one, because we need to transport ourselves to another place. Maybe we can go to workplace, or maybe we go to the cinema, or maybe we go to the park, and many things. Okay, and the number two is education, because I believe the education is important for our lives and our career, or absolutely. So the education, I think, is the best investation. Yeah, invest is the best invest to our lives. And the rest of the the rest of the needs, it's for me less important, So it depends on the situation. Maybe maybe we need to take a holiday sometimes if we get the stress work, or maybe uh, stress uh, when we are studying in the universities, and maybe we can go out to, you can go out with with our uh, couple. Yes, couple. I forgot about that. Okay. It depends on the needs and the situation. So uh it's for me, the best, the two of the best is vehicles and education.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing how to allocate your budget um, in these aspects, sir, and it's really insightful. And maybe for someone, the compositions can be very based on your activities, or maybe even it can be varied to the gender. And I also want to hear more how to the budget management for each person, maybe from the girls. Uh, is there any girls want to share their compositions, since previously a man has sharing their thoughts about their budget allocations? I haven't heard the voice of Mbak Eka Sari Pisan. Please, time is yours, Mbak Eka.
Okay, for me, the first list is food, of course, and then the second, education. The third is housing. Fourth is hobby. Fifth, wish list. What is wish list?
Like your like you have plans and lists for going abroad or traveling, or
Oh,
having concert. Yeah.
yeah, wish list, yeah, of course. And then vehicle, and I don't finance a date.
And how about skincare or makeup? I forget to put it this. We
Wish
is there
list,
any
wish list.
including wish list?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Is that all, Miss Eka? Do you want to add?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for sharing your personal budget allocations. Is there anyone also want to bring up their thoughts towards uh, how the way managing budget? Mr. Rehan, do you have your
Oi,
own budget planning?
oi, yes, exactly. Sorry, wait, actually, Mr. Andy, did you just called me before,
No, no, no,
from the
no.
previous? No, this is the first time,
This
right?
is the first
Okay.
time.
All right, thank you. Because I had another meetings. I am afraid that if you called me, because I mute the Zoom meeting. Yeah, okay, just want to make sure. All right, so actually, this topic is very interesting. I thought that it's gonna be scarier because it's very advanced, but I think this slide just talked about they're managing the budget. Speaking about me, that I'm still single, first of all, and the second of all, that I'm very independent and I love to spend for education purpose. So maybe because there's no like specifically talk about the education like informal or the formal, you can, I think this generation, like you can expand that into the like some certification or doing something, a webinar, or just provide your, deep down your advancing or improve your knowledge. So education, I think that's the biggest prior. But after, frankly, that I am keen into all of this one, I'm including all this one except the vehicles actually. I live in Bekasi. If you consider a few things that uh
You have to
just
buy rocket.
All right. Okay. Yeah. If you want to shape that things right, I don't want to buy like a car, except motorcycle because I have motorcycle. I think that's the very basic things like instead of public transportation, you know. I don't think that I want to give some kind of budget to the vehicles because I can put that on the number 9 or out of the 10 list for the vehicles one. And also about the education is number 1, and then the second one, and no, I'm sorry. The number 1 is education. The number 2 is wish list. For me, well, if you ask me why, because education and wish list, in my perspective, it's about a long term, long life learnings. That's my way. That's my ideology. My
What's
wish
your wish list, by
list,
the way?
yeah, and my
What
wish list. I'm sorry. Come again,
what's your
Mr.
list? What are
Oh,
your wish
okay.
list, by the way?
All right. Uh, my wish list is I want to, I'm very adventurous person that I want to,
Whoa.
yeah, I want to travel around the world. That actually I have traveled like to another country about like in total about 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about more than 10. The last one I went to the Italy, to Milan and Roma.
Wow.
Yeah, that last one. Actually, I want to go to Thailand to Bangkok, but I postponed that because a budget prob issue, and the time because I work, so I'm an employee, and so I have said for my NGO that the time is very tight. You know, what I mean, like that's my wish list. Actually, my wish list it's for my personality. So I do agree with you, and from the other participant that I think all this management budget is always related to about the gender and then your personality as well. I think it's very cannot be separate for each other. That's my wish list. And then the third one is F&B. I love eat food because it relates to about your travel. Like, okay, I want to get Italy, so I mean that I want to try the espresso. I want to go to maybe just locally. I want to go to some kind of uh like Malaysia or Singapore. Then I'm trying to biryani rice and so on, onigiri or sushi if you want to go to Japan, something like that. And then the hobby, yes, that's my fourth. I love swimming actually. I think swimming is very rare. Yeah, I know that's one of my lovely hobbies, one of them. But maybe of the tight schedule reason that I think the hobbies I have to put that on the fourth position, and then housing, the fifth one. Not really. I think it's the same vibes as the vehicles that I'm still living with my parents that for my responsibilities. But maybe because I put the five position that, and I mean the fifth position that soon I want to try to live alone, even just like a boarding or maybe just like yeah, like a living coast or something like that. And then the date, because I'm a single, so it means that the sixth one, you know, and I don't mind about that. Like I'm not narcissistic person that I do believe someone's just look at me and someone's just make sure that okay, Rehan, would you mind to date me or something like that? Yeah, I just consider it as a friend. So we want to have a date. Okay, just let's get it as a friend. So let's have some kind of say look at the movie together or just have a dinner with your friends. I think that is something like about the romance things, right? So you just have to spend with your friends. I think there's some kind of a date. But because you are using the love, it means that it's boyfriend or girlfriend things. For me, it's different. Mr. Andy, it's different for me. Okay, then with your parents, it doesn't matter, right?
Okay, it's a
Okay,
matter.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andy.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Rehan, for giving us your budget management. Well, I also like want to hear. I'd love to hear from some of you guys that have not yet sharing your thoughts, like Mr. Aryun and Miss Sakina. Or who wants the first?
Hello,
Miss
Mister.
yeah, Miss Sakina. Hello.
I'm sorry for coming late. Um,
Sorry.
yeah, how can you manage your budget? So according to me, because I'm still a student in the university, so the first prior money allocation is education. I think education isn't only important for student, but also it will be an opportunity for us to be a lifelong learner. That's why I put the education at the top of my priority. And the second one, according to me, because we are as a human being, we need food and beverage. That's why I put it as the second choice. Yeah, I I'm really sure that everyone needs and require food every day, and by putting it at a second option, we will make sure that what we need to eat or what we need to drink every day isn't only healthy for our body, but also yeah, uh, they are also delicious yeah, for each person, yeah. And what else? Actually, because I haven't got my monthly income, so that's why um what is that? Oh yeah, vehicles is the third position, because that's very important for me when I need to go anywhere by myself, or yeah, to visit some places. And for others, priority like as housing date and habit or wish list, maybe it will come as the last position, because yeah, I think I don't have I haven't enough money for doing so. Yeah, that's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all for sharing your thoughts about budget management. And so far that I can conclude from speaker that have telling their budgets uh, components. Education is the most mentioned and the most priority of amongst you. And well, we can agree upon that education is very important as the best investments in our life. And then the second and the rest is very varied amongst you according to your own personal needs differences. And also the portions has already mentioned that some of you divide it with the number 40 30 20. It's also a good strategy to employ. Mr. Aryun, do you have any thoughts on budget management? Yeah, please.
For the chance, the sunshine, the moderator, how can you manage your budget? Yeah, I should have some speakers talk about education,
I'm sorry,
certifications.
your voice is quite low. Can you
Check,
raise your voice up, please?
check, check. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's quite audible now.
Thanks for the chance given by Mr. Sunshine and Mr. Moderator.
Yeah.
Since listening to some speakers talk about educations to top priority, I feel appreciated by this case. I would like to respond. Mr. Sunshine said, work, say, Mr. President. I do agree. Why? Because ultimately we need housing to land at the end of our life. If we have an independent in terms of
achieving higher degree. Wish list going to some countries, some cities to enjoy, to fulfill the desire or to fulfill the hobby, and with your couple's goals. But yeah, that's a housing my priority, and also what else? Date, maybe getting, how to say, to complete the ingredients of house. We need a date, a moment in the house, so we don't need to go somewhere because houses can be the prior wish list to enjoy life, and also to waste the complexity what we visit, whether it's school, work, and yeah, something else. And also we can enjoy our hobby, can be simple hobby, for this hobby, to do it even in the house. In terms of F&B, we can complete as well to learn, to enjoy with the couples in the house. And then housing can be the wish list as well. So if we translate or define educations by informal case, even we can learn each other with the couples.
Yeah, that's all, Mr. Aryan.
This we can discuss on what we decide by terms of to fulfill or to help our daily life, uh, to help when we go to work, went to the school, we want to enjoy uh, the daily routine. I guess housing will be my priority.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Aryun, for sharing your unique thoughts on managing budget. That you emphasize that we should enjoy of spending our money to these aspects of life. And I want to jump, guys. I want to jump to the next slide. There is no question to this slide. I actually just want to share my a little bit tips, but I hope that it can hands-on SM as previously mentioned, how to proportionate your budget, like the methods of 40 30 20. This also is quite the same, but actually this formula, as you can see, Y is the income. So you how much income do you get? As for example, Haras is a student who do not they a monthly stable income. He got pocket money every day from his parents. It's also considerably as income, Haras. And your income actually can be distributed, allocated to first one. Actually, this alphabet C, S, and plus investment are actually staging. uh, Maybe it's quite similar with the previous theory mentioned by Mr. Sunshine about staging, about the stage to reach financial freedom. Consumption can be considered as the very basic needs. Sometimes we refer it to the aspects of money, of I'm sorry, for housing, for food, and also clothing. But nowadays, educations and safety, according to the latest research, has been also one of the most significant spending in consumptions before, even before housing and clothing. So security and also education uh, has has become one of the most important basic basic needs of nowadays people. And the second, after your needs has been fulfilled, there will be saving. If you get more than if your income can cover more than your consumptions, there will be saving that you can have, that where you can actually put it in the banks or just put it under your bed, like the like people in the past. And also you will have investments as well after saving. But some of the people sometimes switch saving and investment, but it's not there's no worry about that. It's not a big problem. And here also I want to share a little bit about Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett is actually a more successful, if you also, some of you may know, he's a very respected investor because he invested his money as a value investor. So he is not a trader, but he invests his money in a long term to gain the value of a company in the stock market. He lives in the United States. He is an American. And yeah, he is a stock market guy. And here there are some questions that uh I want to raise for all of you. Do you know what are the types of saving and investment instruments? What are the products? I think this is quite advanced than the previous one. So actually in the stock market there are instruments. Which one do you prefer? Uh, do you put your money as a saving or as investment first? How's your experience becoming an investor or banking customer? Have you ever experienced become a banking customer or investment or become an investor? And the third, will the investing make you financially free according to your opinion? Yeah, it's quite challenging questions. We are now rising as 30 minutes before our time's up, and I'd like to hear you guys to bring your very few points toward these challenging questions. Time is yours. Anyone wants to share their experience? Or like, do you guys have saving in a bank? Do you want to share how's your experience using a banking service? Like, do you have? Yeah, please share your
Uh,
thought.
I'm sorry, Mr. Andy. So, what was the questions actually that we have to discuss with our experience for using the saving investment or just the definition or something like that?
Like, do you have experience using some of the products provided by saving or investment, or do you prefer one of them? Or yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm gonna go first, Mr. Andy. Actually, I have a lot of bank account. First of all, like a digital account, or maybe just like conventional, or maybe like a Sharia account. Um, so the first things that before COVID-19 was hit us, everything's like we are just using the conventional and also the Sharia one. But maybe because and also that the Sharia is more like convenience to me, and except that BCA, Central Asia Bank, Bank Central Asia, that's the only one that I use for the conventional one, conventional. After the COVID-19, I turned to the digital bank, so like a Genius or Jago, Line Bank as well. Um, So I prefer the digital because it can be more, it can be more savvy and more secure. You don't need to like using a debit card, or maybe I would say that debit cards can be very unique for the design, and also that every kind of services can be more, I would say that it's more secure. You can use Visa or the Mastercard to buy something online and something like that. But in terms of our discussion that for my saving experience and the investment experience, that I have no I have no experience for the investment one, because even though, except my mom, actually my mom has investment and my brother, I'm a cash person, to be honest. I'm gonna say with you guys, I'm a cash person. I rarely use my debit card for buying something, uh, as our knowledge that saving is something that you are using for that at that moment, at the present, or maybe for the emergency fund. You want to buy something that use as a media, that the debit card or something like that, or maybe the credit. Oh no, except credit one. Yeah, something that you have to use on that, yeah, for buying purpose, or maybe just for any kind of transaction, anything like that. Um, in my experience, another experience that I never use in that investment, but I do always use for my saving. But the thing is, I didn't say that doing the investment for a long term, that is something that for me that I don't need it. But maybe I will be need that in the future, maybe if I get married, or maybe that I have financial stable for it. Yeah, I don't want to say the financial freedom because I'm not that really that wealthy. you know, I would say that Mr. Sunshine said on the chat box that, "Oh, I think Mr. Ryan has not debt or something like that." Oh my God, don't. I would say it's true, but it doesn't mean that I am rich. I'm not Rafathar. I'm not like, yeah, any kind of the wealthiest person. That's like a Warren Buffet, or maybe Bill Gates, something like that. Yeah, any other like a wealthiest family in Indonesia runs, or the celebrity or the famous person. But the point is actually it's not about the privilege that we have, because the topics about the saving instrument and the investment instruments, that what we have used, it depends from us, that our preference, me, even though that I'm not the wealthiest, that I'm still using that saving to my own, that because it's very easy one, instead of doing investment, because investment sometimes I don't know, that like if you are not from you're not coming from the wealthiest families, there's sometimes that the emergency one, or maybe it's just like you are from the sandwich generations, it can be hard to, you know to make it come true for doing investment purpose, I mean, like, it's so hard. Okay, I cannot describe that more detail, but it's really like difficult for me, or maybe it's difficult for people. Even just for $1, for example, or say $2. Yeah, I think people just give me advice that, hey, Rehan, I think you should invest or something A, B, C, D, F, G, even just a $1, something like that. But the thing is that because I do always have a habit that saving is the best preference for me, because you can do anything with that money, or maybe I just make another account of my bank, because I have a lot of a bank account that, okay, this is for my, in other meanings like investment, this is for my saving, this is for my wish list, this is for my debt, this is for my doing my education, and something like that is the best way for me, because it's easy to manage instead of doing investment. Except you have a business, you're an entrepreneur, I think, yeah, yeah, ultimately, if you are have a good profession, that the monthly income, just like Miss Akina said, that it depends from your profession, I guess, your job, your occupation. Like if you have 2 digits income, it will be easy. The investments can be possible, but if you are only UMR, for example, then it will be hard. It's emergency things that you need to fulfill one first, and then after that investment. I think it's very tertiary in bahasa, doing investment, except you are being lucky that someone can provide you and support you, but not or every people can do that. Yeah. it's just a words, but not 1,000 people. That the opportunity is very, it's very rare, and it's very intense and very challenging at the same times. Yeah, I think that's my perspective about doing this. But I prepare something if you ask me. Once again, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rehan, for sharing your thoughts on investment. Yeah.
All right.
And you're totally not, absolutely not an investment guy. You're pretty more spending, right? Because it's manageable, and I'll quite agree with you because also investment requires some knowledge to maintain, right? Yeah. I also want to hear one of you if you want to give opinion to the questions. Do you know what types of saving and investment? And do you prefer investment or savings? Since Mr. Rehan personally do not invest, yeah, not a man of investment. So please, if anyone wants of you wants to give your personal opinion. I'm sorry, supposed to be the previous one. Yeah. Okay, guys. Please open up your mic if you want to give a thought. Okay, all right. I think for this slide, okay, Mr. Saifullah.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Rehan. Maybe I want to share my point of view about saving and investment. And for me, I'm practicing both of them, saving and investment. And this type is a bit different. Maybe saving is for a long-term purpose, and you just save saving your money until your long-term purpose will come true. And is the investment is the the money that you want to invest, and you will get gain from that. Maybe you can invest to the stock market, maybe you can invest to the gold or to the land. Maybe you can invest to your brain, maybe from the seminar or from the um, uh, training. That's are the examples. So I prefer to practice both of them because saving and investment cannot be dipisahkan. I don't know what to say.
Separated.
I forgot about that. Yeah, separated. Thank you. And
Mr. Saifullah, additional question.
yes,
Related to your statement,
mm,
do you have a personal story? Like actually, sometimes the investment doesn't go as it. Sometimes it is fake. Do you have any criteria of doing investment? Like, do you ever deceive or
mhm,
uh have a fake, a bad investment?
mm, mm. Okay, maybe it came from my experience. So my first experience in investment started in 2021. The condition maybe COVID-19. So I studied a lot about the investment, precisely about the stock market. Yes, until now I'm a player in the stock market of Indonesia, and uh, until now I don't get any gain. Maybe the famous person, or maybe the celebrity, or the um, uh, orang berpengaruh, how to say, forget about
Financial
the
people.
vocabulary. Yes. uh, oh my God, I got blank. Yes, maybe orang berpengaruh always tell to us about the investment. You if you want to if you want to get the high gain, you have to take the high risk. So if you want to get numerous benefit from your investment in stock, you have to take a risk. Maybe this type of the example of the statement nowadays we can see as many as among of us want to be a trader or a stock market, maybe a trader for a short term investment. So you can buy and sell every day, uh, and you have to you have to see how the market's going based on the reality, maybe based on the perform of the companies. So you have to catch up news, the performance, and the yes, that's all. And if you want to invest to the stock market, mm, it's a long-term investment. So you can invest now, and you you don't have to catch up. You don't have to see the news or the performance of the company. At least you have to choose the best performance of the company that you want to invest. So you have to choose the best performance of the company. So the company it won't get it won't get low profit, or it won't get bad for of
Loss.
their performance. So yeah, of their loss. So you can get gain from the yearly divided I forget about uh, the term yes. And
Right.
you can wait until 10 years or maybe 20 years to get a gain. Maybe you can invest right now, maybe it's around 5 million rupiah, and you will get to the 20 years or maybe 30 years, and your investment will be 30 or 50 million rupiah. So in the investment is best practice to save our money for a long term, because our money can reduce as long as the the system of the financial in our country, because there is inflation, and there is you know suku bunga. I don't know how to say it, and
Rates.
maybe that's my line.
Okay, all
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Saifullah. I really get your point that investment inherently bringing risk, and we have to be aware of the risk uh by the investments. And there are two types of investment. There is a daily investment, and also a long-term value investments. And each of them have their own pattern, and they have methods to maintain them, and both are very different. And I want to give one more chance to this slide to Mr. Aryon. Mr. Aryon?
Yeah, thanks for the second chance given to me. I do agree what Mr. Rehan said, that he shared he shared about his experience using digital bank account or digital for financing his life. Yeah, I agree for right now. The youth are familiar with the digital savings in terms of if we take a look at long-term investments, uh, it's a choice. Maybe the youth will prefer digital investment rather than conventional investment. But in this case, I would come up with the conventional investment. What I learned based on reading, or when I'm not having the knowledge directly, I go to the conventional physical bank directly. Uh, oh, I would like to highlight about conventional bank account to save or to get investment. Call it deposit. If we want to invest or deposit by the number 10 millions per per year, we will get the interest rate. It's around 36, 36, 36, 36,000 per month. If we hold the money into the bank 10 millions and we hold it per year, we will get the interest rate per month is 36,000. If you hold more than 1 year, you will get more. That's what I learned. And I asked the teller. And if we increase the number, let's say 50 millions, and we hold it 1 year, we will get it more. We just times it. How much capital you will hold it in the bank, and also how many years or how many months will you hold in the banks. That's what I learned from conventional uh, investment. But if in digital investment, in fact, what Mr. Rayhan said, because my younger brother learned and played in that sector, let's say Bang Jago and I don't know once more. Yeah, because the percentage is higher rather than conventional accounts, but we have regular checking in terms of war between Iran and his, how to say, Iran and is that he's the enemy of Iran?
Israel.
Yeah, Iran and Israel, and also Taiwan with China. We have to always check if we play with the digital investments. If we want to play with a safe way, I would say that we play with a conventional saving, a conventional investment, because yeah, it doesn't really affect uh in terms of war and so on. That's what I learned from investment. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Aryan. And what's your point about and your points about uh, calculations of investing, giving us more awareness to calculate our investments before we invest. Like we have to consider the interest rate. We have to, as previously mentioned, also the inflations. There are many factors that we have to consider because those are actually risks that can bring harm or can decrease our amounts of investments. So that's why we need to be more careful and to do more research before doing the investments. And choosing the best investment instruments is also very important because they have advantages and disadvantages to one another. If you choose higher risk, you will have a higher return. But if you choose a lower return, low risk, you get a low return. But each of them has their advantage and disadvantage at the same time. Okay. Actually, there is still I still have two slides, but we talk more here, and I will do quickly for the rest. This slide will be our last slide to be focused on tonight. And please let me hear your voice, guys, to the question: when do people usually get into debt? Previously, some of you have already mentioned that it is better to avoid debt. So please give us more on your thoughts. Is it considerable to have debt? Is it a right decision? Can the debt help people achieve their financial freedom? Okay, some of you may uh, give your thoughts to our last slides tonight. I haven't heard the voice of Mr. John. Do you want to say something about that?
All right, good evening.
You have a lot of depth, Mr. John.
Who is Mr. John? I had this.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Showing your face.
Okay,
I
just
will.
wrap up, Mr. John.
What?
Where's your palakwan?
Oh, let me check.
All right. So because
I'm
you have a lot of
sorry.
depth, you
I just
have
arrived
no.
in Jakarta, so that's the reason why I was quite late.
Are you in
What?
Jakarta?
I'm in Jakarta right now. I'm in Jakpus right now.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh God. Let's meet.
Where are you? Okay, let me answer this questions first
Okay.
because I believe
Answer the
you
question, Mr.
expecting.
John.
To be honest, I'm not really understanding about the topic, especially when talking about the stocks, the investment, the real estates, or those invest in
You're a rich investor, Mr. John. How come?
investment history. I actually invest for the genocide in Israeli.
Oh my God. You're affiliated to Israel.
No, I'm just kidding. I think people often find themselves in death when life throws them like a curveball. Life like is very unexpected, especially when financial, like education in Indonesia is actually something that our government or our education ministry is actually, eluding. I don't think that it's been taught in schools how we basically needs to be needs to have financial freedom, because people always, especially like these days, like you and the Alif and also like Mrs. Saifullah and other people here who are very well rounded in terms of financial this kind of financial topics and terminologies, is not for everyone to understand it, especially like the demographical situation in Indonesia, that people is sort of just want to survive and prolong their life. Considering that, it's not easy to basically understanding how to fulfill the investment, or how to basically just for the sake of having a saving is not easy for everyone, because yeah, they need to prolong their life. They need to sustain their life. That's the reason why somehow the way they have incentive or their income is basically less than their outcomes, which require them to have a debt. And somehow some people like having the unexpected condition, like medical bills, or somehow suddenly like an accident that requires tons of money. Or usually when you splurge like a ticket, or to buy something like a car, something that you probably require if you want to do like online transportation, but you don't know how to start. Somehow people try to use credit for buying it, so they're actually will paying it after getting some money or some cash from the online transportation itself. So deciding to take it on, to take on debt, for me can be a double. What's that called? What's the term of that? Double-edged sword? I forgot. Sometimes it can be a really smart move. I have to say that for me because, like, if you're coming from below middle income family, that somehow can be beneficial. Again, let's be honest, I will have to make it clear. I have to highlight the, the point is that if you're not coming from the one who understand the financial terminologies better, surviving is actually a priority other than having a long-term investment like those real estate or those investment stock and so on so far. Or was it now cryptocurrency? Something like that. I think so. I think it's really important to weigh the pros and cons of having a debt somehow. I think like the credit or because the bank itself already offered that for people, which is actually accessible and even efficient for people who wants to get money easily, right? And then for people who basically have a lower incentive or lower wage, or they just like in Balikpapan actually the what's that called, the standard wage is basically lower than how we actually the expenses of living. So somehow the people here are actually taking a credit, or how many credits are actually counted is because the living costs and also the standard wage are basically unmatched. That's the reason why a debt somehow like a credit card somehow can be very beneficial. But let me be honest, I'm not also a friend. I'm not also a person who have financial freedom. Even though I have a lot of money, but I'm not financially freedom because I give some money to a lot of people these days and for free. I
Because
think
you
that's all.
invest in Israel.
Yeah, somehow.
Okay, thank you, Mr. John, who is now in Jacpus. Well, because we have already running out of time, and actually there's still one of speaker, Mr. Rayhan. Because of our limited time, I still want to give you, but okay, it's still okay if you want to give
Nah.
a couple minutes. So yeah,
So
please.
actually, actually, yeah, it's okay. Actually, I just want to give some extra perspective. No, just an extra statement from Mr. John, Mr. Demus. But he has mentioned about the actually about the double-edged swords. I just want to say that, I want to explain that a little bit. But I think that I just want to summarize a little bit that using a debt, is that okay? And how people just getting into it with the debt things that is very really concerned. It's very serious issues that I think there's a two type of person that would when they are using a debt at first is about how they can fulfill for their needs, they're just for living for their life for a day by day, or maybe just for their lifestyles, uh, from and also that if people were asked me that for about sympathical things and empathical things, perspective, that if you are using a debt for just like your lifestyle, you just want to pretending that you are being rich, you are just buying expensive things like fashion or the foods, or just for the social media purpose there. So yeah, I think that's your issues. I think you're deserve, I mean, like you are deserved to get some kind of these kind of debts. But besides that, on the other hand, that if you are using the debt just for a purpose of your daily life, I mean, you are from the lower social statuses. You came from the poor family, or you cannot provide that. At least that you are very grateful if you can eat nicely, right? Just for a day, and then maybe your minimum wage that's cannot cover it with the debts that. So I think debt is can be more reasonable options, but maybe highly not recommended. But it depends about my second point, that how you can be responsible with the debts and how you can spend that money. If you so my suggestion that for my last statement, that if you are not like cannot be responsible with the debt, and maybe it is to compare on how to balance with your your income, so then you should be careful. except that you will be like the number one point, just like Mr. Demo said, that this can be a double-edged sword. You can risk your life for a long term, as you can see that all the news related to the debt, that you are be suicide or you getting depression or the mental health issues, that you want to avoid all of those, something like uh, this kind of debt issue, no freedoms, financial freedom, a lot of catastrophe, using, yeah, anything like that, that consider that as a law issues that can really really concern for them and for the people that used to that for being responsible. Yeah, so I think that's my extra opinion to complete Mr. Demo's perspective.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rehan, for giving us a quiet closing statement. And thank you guys for being very engaged for our tonight discussion. As overall, actually, I just want to by overall saying that there are many people out there that doing actually no one can get away from debts or financial things because it's actually really a part of our life to maintain and manage our daily finance. Even though you are not doing investment or you are having a debt or even someone who we don't know in the future that maybe like a catastrophe or because of some disease that um, made us to force us to take a debt. But we I also want to remind you that the debt will be broke until the day after tomorrow if you believe. Yeah, Mr. John, you have to make sure that you pay your debt. Daddy. You have to pay your debt. And also there are some of financial instruments like insurance also can be a way out to prevent yourself from kind of risks like COVID for your life or catastrophe as a general insurance. There are types of financial instruments to as a risk protection. But to be considered, there is also uh, threats to these financial instruments such as corruptions in financial institutions and also others crime. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I made some mistakes as a moderator or I missed some of you. And thank you so much for being
You did a
engaged.
great job.
Thank you all. And this my last recommendation for you all. Two words: legal and logic. Legal means that don't forget if you want to engage and use financial instruments such as investments, doing stock markets, or having a financial uh, management financial manager, you have to check it from ojk.go.id because it's the job of OJK to supervise and regulate and make sure everything is all good in financial services sector. And if you can see it in ojk.go.id, just contact 157. And logic stands for you, as some of the speakers says before. You have to be really, really mindful of your investment, saving, or anything of your financial matters. You have to be logic and make sure that there are risks behind of every financial instrument that you consume. That's all. Thank you so much for tonight's engaging discussion. Then I give back to Mr. Sunshine.
Okay, well done. Everyone, please give me rounded applause for the
And that was
great
great.
performance. Okay, done by Mr. Alif that has shared our very thought-provoking and
Great
fruitful
job.
discussion. tonight. Okay. Well, anyone, I think it is crucial after this that we can be even wiser in managing our financial stuff, and of course, to live and to choose between living with minimalist style, frugal style, or like advantages can fulfill or meet the standard of our life satisfactions. Life ever is compulsory, while still being more aware and eye opens towards some kinds of worse impact or financial consequences that need to be avoided at all costs. Well, everyone, I think reaching the ends again, I'd like to share with you. Okay, this is appreciations. Can you please closing the screen, Mr. Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Okay, I will also spotlight you here. All right. Okay, and here we are. Which one?
Oh,
Okay,
what's that?
Okay. Okay, so this is a certificate of appreciations given to Mr. Andy for his courage and his hospitality. Yeah. To wait, mom, I'm sorry, for being with us as a moderator. Okay, I cannot thank you enough. And I hope there would be some great people like you that will also um, be the kind to also join us as a moderator. Okay, wait, I'm going to. Can anybody help me to capture the screen because I don't know.
I can capture it if you want to.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
So
John.
generous, so
Pratt,
generous.
Sure.
Mr. Jampus. All right.
All right.
Okay,
On my
so-
count, Mr. Andy.
Okay.
Ntar set by set speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Okay, ready? In 1, 2, okay, 3.
Okay.
Okay, hold up, Mr. Andy. Just pause for a moment. Okay.
Okay.
All right, take one, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All
I'm gonna
right.
send it to you later.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. John, for being so kind in capturing memorable moments. All right, everyone. And the last, I'd like to also invite you all to join us on the stage to take pictures together. All right. Okay. Please join us before closing the discussions. Okay. Miss Kalita, Miss Anis, Mr. Saifullah, Miss Sakina, Miss Nisa, please open the camera so that we can see each other and beautiful faces of OTA members. Yeah. All right.
I just realized that you guys using a Corbusier background costume. I guess.
Yeah.
You guys had a plan
Okay.
before.
But the discussion is not really dangerous, I think. It's education purpose.
So, what are you planning doing at the future?
All right.
What a sudden question.
Okay. Okay, everyone.
Then you should answer your
Okay.
question, I think.
Okay. Okay, let's start taking the screens under my count. 3, 2, 1.
What the hell? Comment
Okay.
on this particular.
Okay, another one. Okay, on the count 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, well done. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being with us, and see you again in the next OTA discussions that would be so controversially interesting. So have a very good night. See you.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, where are you?
Bye.
Where are you?
Thank
Are you in
you.
Jakarta right now?
Yes, I'm
Where?
Jaksel, Jaksel.
Oh, jujur li, Jaksel.
Anjay.
Come to
Okay.
me. Oh, come to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. We can settle
Yeah,
the
let's plan, Mr. Demos.
Okay.
See you.
See everyone. Good
Bye-bye.
night.